Hello everyone, this is Rayan and welcome to our show Development Door brought to you by the Zabis Social Sciences program. Basically, I would like to give a special thanks to Dr. Muzaffar for giving us this opportunity to record this podcast. So, basically, our topic for today is understanding and managing anxiety disorders. And to better help me understand this topic, we have with us our guest, Tareem. Hello, Tareem, how are you
Hi
doing?
Rayan, I'm fine. What about you?
I'm doing good too. So, Tareem, let's just get right into this. Basically, we have heard a lot about what is anxiety, but I think not everyone totally understands what it is. So, can you shed some light on this? What exactly is an anxiety disorder?
First of all, Rayan, thank you so much for having me here. And yes, I would love to answer your question. So basically, I would like to say that it's anxiety disorder is basically a natural response to stress, and then it's like a part of the fight or flight mechanism designed to protect us in times of danger. And but what happens when anxiety gets out of control and it becomes overwhelming, persistent, and interferes with daily life? So for millions around the world, anxiety disorders create challenges that feel insurmountable. So yeah,
Okay.
that's what
So, Tareem, you have talked about what is anxiety disorder, but what are the main causes? Like, what factors like actually can like create anxiety in a person? What are the factors affecting it?
okay. So basically, anxiety disorders stem from a combination of biological, psychological, and environmental factors. Imbalances in neurotransmitters, differences in brain structures like the amygdala, and genetic predispositions all play a part, or role, you can say that. So, psychological factors such as cognitive biases and personality traits can amplify the risk. People with anxiety disorders often catastrophize and interpreting situation as worse than they truly are. And in Pakistan, culture and environmental factors, including societal expectations, financial stress, and stigma surrounding mental health, contribute significantly to anxiety disorders.
Okay, so we have gotten like a basic idea on what is anxiety, what are the factors affecting it. Now, if we look at like global statistics, how much would you say anxiety disorders are prevalent in today's society?
So globally, around 4 to 5% of the population is affected by anxiety disorders, with women being twice as likely to experience them. In Pakistan, approximately 10 to 15% of people may suffer from anxiety disorders during their lifetime. And the pressures of urban life, academic performance, and family obligations exacerbate anxiety, particularly among young adults. So yeah, that's it. Like pretty much of it. Like these are the stats and the prevalence.
Okay, so Tareem, what are the treatment options to treat anxiety? Can you
Yeah,
shed some light on that?
yeah, exactly. So effective treatments for anxiety disorders include psychotherapy, meditation, lifestyle changes, and CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, helps people or individuals challenge negative thought pattern and gradually confront fears. Meditation such as SSRIs and SNRIs help regulate brain chemicals. As I aforementioned that their brain chemistry as well, amygdala and everything, the size of the brain, all those things matter as well. While short-term options like benzodiazepines provide immediate relief, that's where the psychiatry comes, the medical part comes. And then lifestyle modifications such as regular exercise, mindfulness, and a balanced diet can also significantly reduce anxiety symptoms.
Okay. So Tareem, we've talked about what would be the treatment options if you go to a professional.
Yeah.
But let's say you're living in a society like Pakistan where seeking therapy and something is not something that is
Yeah,
very
there's
open.
a stigma attached to it. Yeah.
So at that moment we are stuck with ourselves. We have to deal with this. So like, what are some self-help techniques that we can do to deal with anxiety?
Okay, so self help techniques empower individuals to manage anxiety. Mindfulness, deep breathing, progressive muscle relaxation help calm the mind and body. So basically, when we are going through anxiety, and at that moment you're too helpless, right? So you can take deep breaths, breathing exercises, and then you can do journaling as well. Whatever thoughts that are bothering you, you can jot them down. The journaling thing, it will, like, you can journaling thoughts, identifying triggers, and breaking tasks into smaller goals, narrow it down, can help reduce feelings of being overwhelmed. And building social connections and sharing experiences with trusted friends or support groups foster resilience and reduces isolation.
Okay, so like thinking about all this, I think our viewers have gotten a good idea of what anxiety is. So Tareem, before we close, would you like to give us a few words on anxiety if we look at it from the cultural context of Pakistan?
Yes, because it's very important being a part of a brown family, and we all are part of brown families where there's this familial, you can say that, obligation, this stigma relationship attached to it. Like, and for example, if you're going to seek therapy, people are like, oh, मरीज हो क्या, दिमागी मरीज हो क्या, ये वो पागल हो क्या, why are you seeking therapy and all. There's a stigma attached to it, and people who are not familiar, and they did not get the enough information to know what psychotherapy is and how amazing it is, and people think that there is no scope in psychology and everything, but that's not the case, obviously. And obviously it's pretty hard because if you're part of a western culture and all, like psychotherapy, it is a very important thing, and then people day by day they are consulting psychologists or psychotherapists for it, but in still, like, people have this narrow mindset, and there's still this stigma that is attached to it that still needs to be addressed. So I can say in Pakistan, societal expectations around education, careers, and marriage can create immense stress. Cultural stigmas about mental health often prevent individuals from seeking help, further intensifying anxiety. So, awareness campaigns and accessible mental health resources are crucial for addressing these challenges in Pakistan. So, and I would like to close it by saying that anxiety disorders are manageable. It's not something like that you cannot manage. With the right combination of therapy, meditation, and self care, individuals can lead fulfilling lives. Let's break the stigma, prioritize mental health, and support one another.
Okay, so Tareem, thank you so much for your time, for
Most
coming
welcome.
here and helping us better understand what anxiety is. So I would just like to close by saying that if thank you all for watching and bearing with us. And if you guys have any feedbacks to give, so just give it. So you can give it in the comment box down below, or you can email us at feedback@zfm.org. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching.